I was Liz's oncologist.
She was one of my best friends.
I'm Elizabeth's cousin.
We are Liz's parents.
Living for Liz was created in memory of my wife, Elizabeth.
She was a very caring person. She loved humor. She'd be one to pull a joke here and there on somebody and laugh along with them. She had a great smile, very caring individual. She went into a caring profession.
No, I loved seeing Liz. She was a very positive person, and she had a great smile, as most people know. And she, even when she was extremely sick, she could say something funny or say something to bring a smile to your face. And it was always her goal, even when she was in a lot of pain or she was suffering, to always put other people at ease.
One of the things that I'll always remember about Liz is how sarcastic she was. She was very witty. Anything that I'd say, she'd catch it. You know, if I said something a little wrong, she'd let me know, and we'd give it right back to her. And she was just a fun person to be around.
I met her over at her apartment. She was living with her cousin Kelly, and Kelly was dating my roommate Joe. And so it was just kind of a natural thing that one day we'd meet. And I remember she came in, she was wearing her Quick Trip uniform, and she was just getting done with work. And I remember just being drawn into her eyes and her smile.
She was well loved by everyone, teachers and friends. When we found out we were having a daughter, one of the things I said to Steve was, I want to make sure that she stands up for her own self and doesn't let anyone boss her around, and we got what we wanted. She was very tenacious, very intelligent.
We were shocked when she was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. But when we started to learn more about it and do more research, we realized that it was a little more common than we'd thought. As you probably know, lung cancer is considered the smoker's disease, but that's not the case at all when you learn more about it. You realize that really 65% of people are non-smokers or former smokers. Elizabeth was a non-smoker.
Elizabeth didn't even want to tell people that she had lung cancer because there was just a bias against it. So she wanted to change that. She and I talked about starting up a nonprofit once she was better, and she wanted to go around and be that person who would say, you can beat this. You know, this isn't a terminal disease, that we can get past this. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case for us, but after she passed away, I got together with one of her cousins and her parents and one of our good friends, and about 6 months after she passed away, we became Living for Liz.
There are very little numbers of advocates for the disease because they simply don't survive long enough to be an advocate for the disease to raise money. It was one of Elizabeth's wishes to help by us, her family, being advocates. She was a newlywed when she was diagnosed, married a year when she was diagnosed. They had dreams like every young couple would have. They faced things in their short amount of being married that most married couples celebrating a 60-year anniversary would not face. That being said, no one else should have to go through it, and that is what Elizabeth's wishes were.